Hello, party people. Alright, the future, as in the future of this channel, I think I need to do like a back to basics kind of thing. Um, like back when I was starting out, right, I didn't mind as much because everything was new to me and I didn't have to worry about these things like, oh, I have a goal to get X number of subscribers, I have a goal to get X number of views. And I think when I started focusing on that more, I was kind of getting farther away from the content I really wanted to put out. And it got to the point where I was trying to make content about things I cared less about. Not necessarily not cared about at all, but cared less about. And I didn't think there was anything wrong with that. I thought that was a natural progression of YouTube, Twitch, whatever. I think part of this is that I just need to do my own thing, and like I don't need to get so and so involved. If they want to participate, sure, that'd be great. Just you know where to find me. But if that's not possible, that doesn't mean I can't do X video on my own, which is what I used to do. And I didn't have to worry about, oh, let me ask this other YouTuber if they could review my Genshin Impact account, for example, or talk about basketball with me, whatever. And that's the kind of content that I think I should be making, instead of the content that I should be making I thought was not necessarily controversial, but something that I thought was going to be popular. And since when do you need to be popular to be content? Content with your content. So someone's got to write that down. Yeah, so I don't plan on taking any time off. It's been taking me longer and longer to upload videos onto the main channel after focusing on Twitch so much. But you could apply the same thing in Twitch. Like, I don't want to play games that everyone else is playing because it's boring. In my opinion, it's boring. If you can watch whatever YouTuber who's live, for example, with Wishing in Genshin Impact, right? And there's what, like 2K people, 2,000 people in this person's live stream, this more popular content creator. You see this a lot with gacha games. No, Genshin Impact is not the only gacha game out there. I don't know if you heard, but there's other games out there. And why do I feel the need to compete with that? And like, the only real back to basics thing that I'm locking on to, or locked in, or locked into, excuse me, is every 100 platinums I get, I make a video about that 100. And those are sort of, I know it might not seem like it, those are sort of some of my favorite videos. And I think I need to start creating content that makes me happier, that makes me more motivated. And it's a back to basics thing. Like, I don't want to say in immediate sense, nothing's gonna change. Come on now. But like, I would like to hope that some of this content is getting through to someone, right? That is helping someone. That like there's a purpose behind all this, and I, there's no links down here. There's no charity bar. This is straight up me just addressing the channel. And like personally, I think we peaked a long time ago, but some people think we're still peaking. But we peaked a long time ago, guys. Come on. And like that's not a bad thing, and I'll tell you why. As far as I can tell, I'm not losing subscribers. I'm not getting the views I used to get, even though those are like what, in the double digits. It would hit triple digits if I was lucky. And for a long time, that didn't bother me. And I see that I was sort of right about that. The content that I make should not bother me. The decisions I make about when to release whatever video, what that video should be about, I feel like I need to keep that in the back of my mind, but it shouldn't dictate everything that goes on with my main channel, this channel. And like the VODs channel, right? Like it's sorta, sometimes sorta, the majority of the time, the overwhelming majority of the time, it's something that I do, and I get enjoyment out of it. Do these VODs get huge number of views? No, they do not. On that particular channel, I hate to call it this, but the side channel, is that important? Like, do I get the same dopamine boost as I do from a new subscriber on the main channel versus a new subscriber on the VOD channel? Nobody is subscribed on the VOD channel. I think I have like 11 subscribers on the VOD channel. And that's okay. Like, I hope that I start making content that's fun for me again. Like, maybe more fun, let me put it that way. Because I try to never make a video that I'm not necessarily proud of, or that I consider relevant. Now that's relevancy towards the theme of the channel, which I don't know what the fucking theme is, or that's relevant toward making the VOD channel more aware, making it slightly more noticeable. And I've been trying to use the two of them together to create more viewership among both sides. And it amazes me when there's like one person that watches a VOD, right? Because that one person is better than zero. And that's for the VOD channel, which, as I explained, it serves its purpose. It's more for my personal reassurance, my personal enjoyment that I have that VOD channel. Now, the main channel is a special case. This is a channel that I started this whole journey, this whole thing about. And if we did peak, why does that matter? Do you get what I'm saying? Because, like, either way, I'm not monetized. It doesn't matter if I have 1 subscriber or 1,000. Until I get that 1,000 and the number of public watch hours on YouTube, I won't be monetized. And that's okay. Like, I don't know how other people feel about this, but I do not rely on anything related to YouTube or Twitch. I do not rely on any income that those might generate. If it does generate income, that's nice. But when did that become my goal? And I feel like that's a logical goal to have. But does it make me happy? Am I proud of it? I don't know. These are questions that I've asked myself a lot these past 2 weeks or so. Ever since the holidays were over, it's just like, so now what? What do we do now? Like, what should I focus on? Like, do I need a focal point? I think I'm starting to realize that I don't. And I shouldn't have to throw out bait out there to catch some viewers. You know what I mean? Like the fishing analogy. And we're gonna see what happens. This weekend is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna take a look at some stuff, and in my spare time, I will figure it out. And unfortunately, this is not gonna make everyone happy. If it does, that's great. If it doesn't, I don't. You might think I have control over these things. I don't. I don't know, according to the algorithm, what time is best to release whatever video, what thumbnail I should use to release whatever video. And when did those things become more important than your own personal satisfaction? Your notion that not just is this adequate, but is it as good as some of my more well-received content? And if I think it is, then that's all that matters. Even if it doesn't get the response I'm looking for, you know, the virality, is that a word? The viralness of certain videos, that shouldn't be an issue. And for anyone out there who might have a YouTube channel of your own, right? This is not easy. And I think you can agree with me on that. If you look at how your channel is doing, maybe it's doing better than mine. Like, most likely it is. But it's just like, what can I change for the better? And what should I stay with and expand upon for the better? And I think a lot of it, like I said, is going to be a back to basics kind of thing. I'm going to be... Because like, let me use an example from the VODs channel. The VODs channel, you know, through spring, summer, fall, winter, and you know, continuously, I tried to release some highlights about that grouping, the season of VODs. Like, I'll find something that I find interesting or that I want to clip, whatever. And that was something that I thought would make me happy. To an extent, it did. Because I was using these little clips here and there that I thought were funny, that I thought were interesting. And you know what? I'm just going to clip it from that video. I'm going to upload it onto the VODs channel and see what happens. And even though it may not get the results of some of my more popular videos, even on the main channel, I know that it's something I need to do. And for my own health, I think it's a back to basics kind of thing, and we'll see what happens. I don't know how many more playlists I can make, but we'll see what happens. I just try to keep an organization to the entire, you know, Like this playlist is over there, that playlist is grouped with that, and like I try to make, oh, these are suggested videos for you, blah blah blah, and it's kind of easy to do that, and because I don't want to say everything is automated. YouTube, whether people want to admit it or not, is very user friendly. You don't have to know how to code. You don't have to know, like numbers and all that shit. You don't have to even know the fucking algorithm. And that's okay. If you're not following what everyone else is doing, get away for it. That's okay. And with the channel and someone like me in my position, it's not, I can't stress this enough. I rather get like 0 views, right, on a video. But can I ask myself, am I glad I made that video? And the majority of the time I can say yes. It's just that minority of the time I feel like I'm only making a certain video because I think it would be popular. It would be viral. And when did that become more important than my personal dopamine? Because I'll be real with you. That's the only reason I do this. All this social media stuff. The ones that I use personally. I don't use everything, believe it or not. Even though I have a link tree or whatever, or like my links or whatever, I need to understand that if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then at least I can say I tried. At least I could say I tried to do it my way. And if that doesn't work, I mean, I know not everyone is gonna be happy with everything I upload. Who's more important, your audience or yourself? And I've come to realization that for me, emphasis on me only, in regards to this channel, the VODs channel, Twitch, whatever, my personal satisfaction is more important than popularity. Whether I can say, hey, I'm glad I uploaded that video. It really helped me get some things off my chest. It really helped me talk about something I wanted to talk about. And I don't see why popularity needs to be a factor in that. Is it one of my goals to get monetized? It's a passive goal, and let me explain that. Again, if it happens, it happens. I'm not going to purposely make a video that only makes a certain percentage of whatever audience I have happy. Like, I know you're not going to be able to make everyone happy, ever. Not just in social media, but ever. Not everyone's going to be happy with what you do and what you don't do, blah, blah, blah. And I just want to take this time to say that the future of this channel is a little bit up in the air. But we peaked a long time ago. For people who say that we peaked a long time ago. What are you talking about? I have the numbers, like the analytics. That's what they're for. Like, I see the numbers, and it's like, if I see them, then you should get an idea of what those numbers are like. But like, throughout this whole time, I don't feel like I'm sad. I don't feel like I'm depressed. In regards to social media, I think I'm exactly where I should be. And that's with my own personal motivation, my own personal dopamine. And of course something like that had to happen. That is the candidness of some of these videos. Is that a word? I want to keep it casual. I don't want to say monetization is not a goal, but it's not the only reason I use social media. And you can make the logical correlation with monetization and popularity. Of course, those go hand in hand, but they don't have to. And I see some YouTubers out there who are probably more popular than me, and they're kind of stuck. They made this channel about a specific topic that is going to generate more views the more popular the topic is, and slowly you will grow. Why has that not been happening to me? Have you noticed the different topics that I cover on my main channel? There's a reason why the VODs are just gaming. I don't have VODs of me cooking. I don't have VODs of me like putting a Lego set together, or like drawing, or making beats. I don't post those things on my VOD channel. I post those things on my main channel because there's already a place for them. Now, will I ever have a Twitch channel where I can put up the category of just chatting and people will come in to chat? I don't have that yet, and that's okay. Am I exactly a spring chicken? Am I really that young? I might look at it, but everything's gonna be okay. Yeah. No, there's nothing drastic that's gonna happen. There's nothing that's gonna get shut down. Like, at the end of the day, I do what I do, and if X number of people don't like it, and X number of people do like it, that shouldn't dictate my upload content and schedule. So there's some things I need to think about, to flesh out and figure out what makes Tony Could Have Been happy versus what makes the goal towards monetization closer. That's all I got, guys. There's nothing else to say, but take care of yourselves and each other.